I'm Caitlin Miranda, and welcome to your Campus Update. To start off, last week's APA production of the play The Diary of Anne Frank set ticket sales records for the APA Theater Department.
No one's going anywhere. We can't panic. If we panic, we're lost.
Last night, Anne Frank opened the historic HBHS auditorium with a grand opening night that ended with a standing ovation. There was laughter and tears in this updated version of Anne Frank, which is reaching a large audience for the first time. Campus Update caught up with some impressed audience members after the show.
Preston did exceptional. I recommend you go see him. Speaking of Preston, come to the camera. This is the star of the show. You did great, Preston.
Thank you.
The show was amazing. All of the actors were absolutely wonderful. I loved it.
So, the show was really good. All the actors did really good. Tara Coffey as Anne Frank was really impressive. Steven Stanek as Mr. Van Damme, that was also a really good part. And Daniel Pasco as Mr. Frank was also really good. And all the actors did a good job. The show was a lot of fun. Everybody really enjoyed it. I've heard nothing but good things.
Congratulations to the cast for a great show. In other news, Huntington Beach High School's annual Mr. Huntington pageant was held in the theater this past Monday night. The seats filled with students as they awaited Mr. Huntington to be crowned.
Spring has arrived here on campus, Oilers, and if you've noticed any of the posters around campus, you should have been expecting a downfall of men. It's Raining Men was the theme of this year's Mr. Huntington pageant, which was held this past Monday in the HBU HSD Historic Auditorium right here on the Huntington Beach campus. A group of HB's finest boys competed to win the title of Mr. Huntington, along with the prom tickets awarded to the winner. While a valiant effort was put out by all of the boys who competed, Matt Butler ultimately swam away with the title. What was it that set him apart? Was it his body from volleyball? Was it his expertise in the new area of synchronized air swimming? Whatever it was, congratulations to you, Matt, and thanks for putting on a valiant effort.
Congratulations, Matt Butler, on your title as Mr. Huntington. After an elongated period of absence, Ms. Saltikoff has finally returned to her position as an English teacher.
I am so excited to be back. I left a little over a year ago, and every single day I miss the kids, I miss the school, I miss teaching. This is just making me so happy to be back here. I know that it's really kind of stressful for the kids because they have a new teacher and they don't know what's going to happen with grades. I just want to make it as seamless as possible and really, really good for the kids so they end on a good note. I've run the in crowd for several years. We meet at lunch. We eat lunch together. It's anybody that doesn't want to deal with peer pressure. We're going to sit in front of A1. We don't talk about anything except, just life and have fun.
Welcome back, Ms. Saltikoff. We're happy to have you back. It's that time of year again, Oilers, where we need to begin preparing for California standardized testing. As a reminder from Dr. Dabney, all Oilers who use their daily planners need to be alerted that the days for CST testing printed in their planners are incorrect. For the first time, Huntington Beach High School will begin CST testing on a Friday, May 17th, and will continue through to Monday the 20th and Tuesday the 21st. As for sophomores, the No Child Left Behind science test will take place on the first day of testing, May 17th. If any students have any questions regarding the CSTs, ask your teachers or go to the front office and speak with Dr. Dabney. As for AP testing, registration for all students was this past Monday, and any questions, comments, or concerns may be discussed with Mr. Seidel.
The Oilers played Marine last Wednesday, with English teacher Mrs. Morehouse throwing the opening pitch. The Oilers fought valiantly, but sadly they were defeated 7-2. Good luck next time, Oilers.
On Wednesday the 24th, HBHS held the second signing day of the year. Athletes signed their letters of intent to various universities in front of friends, family, and HBHS staff. Congratulations to Hannah Lambert, Jovan Yeremik, Abby Masters, Lindsay Archer, Tara Stewart, John Viz, Jillian Martinez, and Noel Smith. Good luck in the future, Oilers.
This past month, ASB held their annual dodgeball tournament in the gym. Here's Angie with the story.
Do you know the 5 Ds of dodgeball? Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. Well, that's exactly what fellow Oilers displayed on the court today. The annual dodgeball tournament is in full swing, and many teams came with spicy outfits to show their spirit. Come out and see all the action.
A few weeks ago, before the media focus switched to the Boston Marathon tragedy, the world was on edge as reports came out that North Korea may have been preparing to test missiles capable of nuclear weapons. Since it's a complicated issue that affects all of us, we thought it would be informative to ask a pair of teachers for their thoughts on the situation.
Do you think Americans should be worried about the threats that North Korea have made about nuclear warfare?
I think you should always be worried about these types of, rabble-rousers around the globe, but this has been an ongoing situation for quite some time, so I just think it's more of the same, and ultimately he will get a little attention and back down.
In terms of North Korea and Kim Jong-un, definitely worried about him, but I wouldn't necessarily say that there should be a mass hysteria or panic over threats, allegations, because as of right now, there has been no weight behind what he has said, what he's talked about.
How far do you think the United States is willing to go to protect its own citizens?
I think the United States is willing to go to the wall. They've proven it time and time again to protect their citizens. So I think, some of the people that are more worried are our allies within the region and whether or not we're willing to go to bat for them.
Extremely far. I know that they recently just placed to try to shoot missiles down if they do come from North Korea and Alaska, and they are willing to defend our country for any means necessary, and actually not even our country, but also South Korea as well, that we've already backed them and pledged support to them.
With the end of the school year in sight, here is our senior in the spotlight, CJ Colson.
Hi, my name is CJ Colson. I am your ASB president for the 2012-2013 school year. I've been involved in MMET, ASB, and MUN. They've really taught me a lot about myself and life. From here on out, what I've learned from high school has really been confidence in how to really live in the real world with MUN and be a leader with ASB. And by being ASB president, I feel like I'm going to take that experience for the rest of my life. My plans for after high school is to go to Chapman University and major in peace and justice studies, where I then plan to work for an NGO, a nonprofit organization, and better the world.
Good luck, CJ, with all your future plans. Huntington is sure that you will represent our Oiler pride well. For our April Fool's episode, we changed our new teacher segment into an old teacher segment. You haven't seen it yet because it wasn't really that funny, but it is informative. You may have heard his name around campus, but to formally introduce you, here's one of our veteran teachers, Mr. Scarpone.
In my classroom, I think it's important as part of my teaching techniques to give the kids a chance to perform, to answer, to think out loud.
Question, what's the second word of the official name of vinegar?
My love for chemistry is actually led into the fact that now with a hard subject, I can work on kids' overall learning skills. My favorite moments happen when one of my students uses one of my jokes in the appropriate way towards me. They get what I'm trying to teach them, how you can actually interact on a mature yet silly level, if that's, if you understand what I'm saying. You can be really super smart, but you don't have to be boring.
Well, that's it for this week, Oilers. Only 3 more shows left for this year, so we'll see you then.